Joe Rogan is one of the people in the whole world who has a platform of podcast through which he shares the unheard and unimaginable truth behind the things we live around. His podcast channel has tons of episodes in which so many guests have been invited. These guests are diversified in vast knowledge about everything on this earth, as well as the universe. And in one of those episodes, Joe Rogan invited Graham Hancock, who explained about the lost civilization in the Amazon rainforest. And that's what we're going to discuss about in today's video, so make sure to watch the video until the end. So, it's no doubt that the Amazon rainforest is one of the most biodiverse regions on the planet. It's a home to an array of flora and fauna, and is believed to have been inhabited by humans for thousands of years. Despite the vastness of the Amazon, almost very little is known about the ancient civilizations that once lived there. However, recent discoveries and ongoing research are shedding light on the mysterious history of the Amazonian people. So, the Amazon rainforest spans over 6.7 million square kilometers, covering parts of Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Bolivia, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana. It's so big that it's estimated that the Amazon is home to around 400 to 500 indigenous tribes, many of which have lived in the region for centuries. And not only this, the Amazon is also home to a number of ancient civilizations, some of which date back as early as 2000 BCE. Interestingly, one of the most well-known ancient civilizations in the Amazon is the Marajoara culture, which is believed to have existed between 800 CE and 1400 CE. As per studies, the Marajoara people lived on Marajo Island at the mouth of the Amazon River in Brazil. For comparison, the Marajo Island is the size of Switzerland, and as a matter of fact, the Marajoara civilization is thought to have been one of the largest and most advanced in the Amazon. Most popularly, the Marajoara civilization was known for its unique pottery, which was often decorated with intricate designs of animals and plants. The Marajoara people were also skilled farmers, and they cultivated a variety of crops including corn, beans, and squash, and they also kept domesticated animals. And not only this, there was another ancient civilization in the Amazon, and this civilization was the Tiwanaku culture, which existed between 400 CE and 1000 CE, and what is now known as Bolivia. In addition, the Tiwanaku people were known for their advanced architecture, including the construction of massive stone structures, such as the Acapana Pyramid. In fact, they were also skilled farmers and traders, and they traded with neighboring civilizations, such as the Moche culture in Peru. The Tiwanaku people were known for their use of the llama, which they domesticated for use as a pack animal and for its wool. As being good farmers, they also grew a variety of crops, including potatoes, quinoa, and corn. According to studies, the Tiwanaku civilization declined around 1000 CE, possibly due to a combination of environmental factors such as drought and soil erosion, and political instability. In addition to the Marajoara and Tiwanaku cultures, there are numerous other ancient civilizations that have been discovered in the Amazon. These include the Chachapoya culture in Peru, and the Tapajonica culture in Brazil, and the Carijo culture in Argentina. All of these civilizations had their unique traditions and customs, but they all shared a deep connection to the Amazonian environment. Unfortunately, despite the rich history of the Amazonian people, much of their culture had been lost due to colonization, disease, and the destruction of the rainforest. The Amazon rainforest is still home to a number of indigenous tribes, many of whom are fighting to protect their land and way of life from logging, mining, and other forms of environmental destruction. In order to discover more and more interesting facts about these civilizations, efforts are being made to preserve and study the ancient civilizations of the Amazon, including ongoing archaeological excavations and the establishments of national parks and protected areas. These efforts are critical for understanding the rich cultural history of the Amazonian people and for protecting the biodiversity of the region. Also, it helps to understanding these ancient cultures can help to promote sustainable development in the region. Obviously, when you try to do some work, there are so many challenges. So in order to discover the Amazon, one of the challenges that comes while studying the ancient civilizations of the Amazon is its sheer size and complexity of the region. The Amazon rainforest covers such a vast area that it can be difficult to find and excavate ancient sites. Additionally, the dense vegetation and humid climate of the Amazon can make it difficult to preserve archaeological artifacts. Despite these challenges, archaeologists have made some remarkable discoveries in recent years. For example, back in 2018, researchers discovered a 2,000-year-old mound complex in Brazil's Amazon rainforest. The complex, which covers an area of around 13 hectares, is thought to have been built by a civilization that predates the arrivals of the Incas and the Spanish conquistadors, which is still a big mystery. However, talking about the mound complex, it includes a series of earthworks, including a large central plaza, which was likely for ceremonial purposes. In addition, the researchers have also found evidence of pottery and other artifacts that suggest that the civilization that built the complex was highly advanced. And on top of that, there is another recent discovery in the Amazon that was made by researchers of the University of Exeter, who found evidence of a massive network of ancient villages in the Brazilian state of Mato Grosso. The villages are thought to have been built by the Topahonica civilization, which existed between 800 and 1300 CE. The network of villages, which covers an area of around 20,000 square kilometers, was likely connected by a complex system of roads and waterways. The researchers believe that the Topahonica people were skilled farmers, and they likely grew a variety of crops, including corn, beans, and squash. Regardless, these recent discoveries are helping to paint a more complete picture of the ancient civilization of the Amazon, and they are also highlighting the importance of preserving the region's cultural heritage. But preserving the cultural heritage of the Amazon is not just a matter of academic interest. It's also critical for promoting sustainable development in the region. However, right now, the Amazon rainforest is facing numerous threats, including deforestation, mining, and oil drilling. These activities are not only damaging the environment, but they're also displacing indigenous communities and destroying their cultural heritage. So by preserving the ancient civilizations of the Amazon, we can better understand the ecological and cultural significance of the region, and we can work to protect it for future generations. And one way to promote sustainable development in the Amazon is through ecotourism. You see, the Amazon is one of the world's most popular tourist destinations, with millions of visitors each year. However, much of the tourism in the Amazon is unsustainable, with large cruise ships and luxury resorts causing environmental damage and displacing local communities. So, by promoting sustainable ecotourism in the Amazon, we can help to protect the region's biodiversity and cultural heritage, while also supporting local communities. In fact, sustainable ecotourism can also provide economic opportunities for local people, while also promoting conservation and environmental education. Another way to promote sustainable development in the Amazon is through the use of traditional ecological knowledge. Indigenous communities in the Amazon have a deep understanding of the ecology and biodiversity of the region, and they have developed sustainable practices for managing the land and resources. So, by working with indigenous communities and incorporating their traditional ecological knowledge into conservation and development projects, we can promote sustainable development in the Amazon while also respecting the rights and traditions of local people. Sounds great, right? But in addition to these strategies, there's also a need for greater international cooperation to protect the Amazon rainforest. The Amazon is a global resource, and its preservation is critical for mitigating climate change and protecting biodiversity. What do you think? Tell us in the comments. And that's it for today's video. We hope you liked the video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, and for such videos like this, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. We'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.